Well, we got to talking here. We were talking about Big Mama Coffee. Speaking of the blues, Big Mama Thornton and Big Mama Coffee just came in today to the station. It's Equal Exchange Coffee, and it's the money goes to help mothers over in Uganda. And we're going to be offering that in our fund drive, which starts November 5th through the 11th here in community radio. And where else are you going to hear blues like that but on community radio? Is that right, Dean? I mean, you get on corporate radio. Are you on corporate radio? Are you ever on corporate radio?
We may get a little XM play. Is that corporate? I don't know.
No, that's a different category. Yes. Now, as for broadcast, like in the car, are you going to be able, if you don't have XM or whatever? Like
Not if you don't. Well, unless it's a station like this and your drive is, 1:30 on a on a Thursday afternoon.
Right.
You may hear something.
That's right. So community radio is for those guys that make a living on the road playing their music. And Christopher Dean's one of those guys. He's in the studio now, and he's going to be at the Blue Rooster tonight. What time does the show start?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Yep.
And they're having a fried chicken special, aren't they?
Are they? Yeah.
Every night.
Yeah, it's for fried chicken special. That's what it is. And everybody should come and get the fried chicken special.
So he's joining me in the studio. We're going over his influences, and we're telling old stories. And I'm going to play a tune for him from a young man who's played the blues for us a number of times. This is David Jacob Strain with, I think it's the Kokomo Blues. If I got the right one queued up, we'll find out. We'll be back in just a second. You're listening to WSLR Community Radio in Sarasota.
Yeah, Bonnie Raitt made this. This is like one of her early albums. Yeah,
That's right, baby.
This guy's awesome. He's just, but he didn't. That's why he did it blues. And then after a couple seasons, now he's like writing his own material with more folk music. So, but blues,
well, that's how blues is now. I think a lot of contemporary artists is that because even like Susan Deskia, that was the thing that I picked up from her. But you know what she's doing with Derek Trucks now is not blues at all. But she can do it, and she'll do it at a show. It's just the way it's 2014. You know, I'm just saying you can make a living just playing straight traditional blues these days. You got to put in something there. You know,
it's more like an Allman Brothers sound.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my bag, but
you know, great voice though.
She can sing anything.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. She can sing anything.
Yeah.
One more track of yours we'll play before we get out here.
Got My Whiskey's good. Which one is that? To get together for the first time? That BB thing. Yeah, this is a good recording. Sounds like Bonnie Raitt singing background.
Huh?
Sounds like Bonnie Raitt singing background. Or something sound like her.
Annie Weiss.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hold on, baby, when I hear him bark. I know that I'll hold on when I hear him bark.
But you can change. You play something new. That's like from what, 2005 or something? 2004. Thursday?
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that we're starting at 8, unless they change the time.
No, probably this night of the week.
Hey, baby, let me be your rock. Here we go, here we go.
That's awesome. That's a sound right there. My friend, yeah, Nate recorded with Jimbo one of his albums.
Let me be your rocker till your straight jam come. Rock you slow and easy like your special run done. Let me be your rocker, honey, till your straight jam come. Let me be your sometime till your
Model T4 died this year, right?
Huh?
Model T4 died this year. Model T4.
Yeah, I actually, when I did, last time I saw Jimbo was T-Model was open. He was awesome to watch. He'd just sit there and play his songs. People would be talking. First time I played with him, our song was '98 when I was with Big Jack at this place in Oxford, Mississippi, Proud Larry's. He had this big ass amp, and the thing was totally distorted. And he had his son on drums, just hypnotic stuff.
Kind of like Hound Dog Taylor, maybe, or
Yeah, it's same thing, nice dry, little distorted tone. Like, even, yeah, RL too. Just glad I got to see him before.
who's that?
RL Burnside.
You got to see him?
Yeah, we did a festival with him in Jackson, Mississippi. And I remember I was like, man, these guys are all gonna be dead like in no time.
Alright, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna go back to your last song.
Cool.
I gotta get this news
Rock
playing.
you slow and easy, ain't gonna stop no fight. Rock you slow and easy like I did last night. Honey, when you quit me, I sat down and cried. When you come back home, left that dog up.
Yeah, I got an email from a guy. He heard us on WMNF Tampa. I got an email from a guy who heard us on WMNF in
Yeah.
Tampa. And he got my whiskey. And he's like, yeah, I like your version of Got My Whiskey. You should do another Mel Waiters to it. I said, yeah, did a couple.
That's Jimbo Mathis from Knockdown South, 2005. Just turning Christopher Dean on him. Jimbo played drums with Christopher one night somewhere.
Yeah, Memphis.
In Memphis. So Christopher Dean tonight at the Blue Rooster, and we got a request from a listener up at WMNF that wanted to hear Got My Whiskey, right? It's off your CD?
Yeah. And it's a Mel Waiters cover. So did a little different. I think we did it a bit faster, added a guitar solo, and put a straight dance beat to it. So, fun song to do.
So
Good live song.
this is our goodbye song, right? And you can see more Christopher Dean tonight up at the Blue Rooster. 8 o'clock show, somewhere in the 8 time slot.
Yeah. 8.
He's got to get his third cup of coffee in and he'll be ready to go.
Mm.
This has got my whiskey off his CD from New Jersey, the Christopher Dean Band in town tonight. And we'll see you guys on the other side. Democracy Now! Up at 2 o'clock. Have a good one. This is WSLR.
Cool.
You don't get any younger, do you?
No.
And you do more. That's what I find. You get older, you do more, you're not getting younger.
Yeah. Realize time is running out.
Yeah, you're like when you're younger, you're like, man, I should have done so much more right then.
All right. Well, I appreciate you having me in.
Oh, thanks.
It was fun.
Yeah, we could go on for 2 hours.
I know. I love sitting, just playing music. I mean, doing what you're doing.
Right. So you got a long drive after you're leaving tonight then.
How far is it? About 7 hours?
Yeah, you ever play in Mache?
Birds.
Yeah, you play at Birds?
Yeah, we'll be there in February.
Oh, okay. That's the only way to break up the drive is to play.
I know.
There's not many, and I heard Tobacco Road's closing. Did you ever play Tobacco Road?
Oh, yeah. Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it's closing. Is that right?
Well, you know, the past 10 years, they've been, the guy who was booking it was, not really, and he was kind of anti-blues. Rather than take what the place was built on and build on that, you know, go for the quick fix and look for some local whatever band with the following rather than look at the music itself. Tobacco Road, I mean, that guy Mark Weiser, who was booking us in there, took us upstairs and they did shows with Buddy Guy and everything. So, you know what? They don't want to honor their own heritage and capitalize on that. They could have just, you know, reinvested and be like, well, we're the historic Tobacco Road.
Right.
But, it, you know, when we were in there, it smelled like old beer. You know, just...
You play the Bamboo Room is also slowing down too, or it's
Oh,
up
they
for
were?
sale.
Yeah. Well, they're another place too. I mean, they're just looking at numbers. I think it's just a panic thing on some clubs.
But, you know, the thing is, sometimes people get in, or they get in, the club changes hands, and they think that owning a club and you make a lot of money. It doesn't work that way.
No.
You don't make, there's not money to be made.
And you're not going to make any money your first 5 years.
Yeah. I mean, you have to like what you're doing.
Right. They watch. You know what? They watch too many movies where guys own clubs, and they make it look like fun and. I mean, you can see the stuff too with these places.
You know, we have our space in the back here. You seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, people are always like, I mean, we do it because...
Broadcasting from Vienna, Austria.
You know, we enjoy it.
This is Democracy
Right.
Now!
I can't kill myself and do it 7 nights a week. It's not that kind of a place, you know what I mean? It's just like, you have to decide.
Has a moral responsibility to act. We cannot succeed in this endeavor alone, but we can lead it.
You have the other CD that I sent you?
I don't know.
I could probably use that one.
I know you sent it. You could do what?
Yeah. I got my wife's got to send me more CDs. There you go. There's one.
Oh yeah. You can sell it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.